I have nothing. Nope. I have nothing at all. Just. Ah. Okay. Here we go, guys. Probably the most emotional MLP episode we've had since Magical Mystery Cure and Crusaders of the Lost Mark. A perfect pair. So, the episode starts with Apple Bloom walking to the market and sees a pear stand.
Thank you! You must be new! I'm Apple Bloom.
I'm Grand Pear.
Wow, that is quite the voice for that guy. Who exactly is he? I'll get to him later.
Welcome to Ponyville!
You mean welcome back to Ponyville? Grand Pear was originally from here before he opened his famous Pear Jam store in Vancouver.
Really?
Yeah, I would have given backstory here, but that town's pony actually did a good job for me. Anyway, after Apple Bloom gets back home, they start freaking out because it's Pear Jam. Also, prior to this episode, I do know that there were fanfics in the Brony fandom that had the apples in a feud with pears. I guess we can thank them for bringing this episode to us. Or not. Also, this floorboard thing is hilarious.
It's just Pear Jam!
The big deal is that there is a long-standing feud between the apples and the pears.
Yeah, I think these fanfics were right. So after coming to the realization that they have no idea what the feud is really about, they decide to come to a family historian, which, of course, if you remember anything from Season 4, you know who that is.
Lakers wasn't the only farm in Ponyville. In fact, there was another one just right next door.
Okay, I see where this is going. This seems pretty cliche.
In fact, all the apples and the pears were rivals to the core. The only apple and pear who ever got along were Bright Macintosh and Pear Butter.
Psst. I'm not supposed to talk to you. Psst. I'm not supposed to talk to you.
That was not the voice I expected to come out of that kid. Also, here's a question. Why are these two talking at all? I mean, they actively chose the pound and pumpkin cake designs for these two, and they never talk.
Mac and Buttercup, those are our parents' names.
Wait a minute. What?
Of course, Buttercup was just a nickname your father gave your mother, Pear Butter. Well, that was her given name.
You're kidding, right?
Are you saying our mother was a pear?
But if they're serious, doesn't that mean...
We are half pear?
I can't believe it. How did we not know?
Well...
So, where in the world did this twist come from? No, I mean it, really. Where did this twist even come from? I mean, the Pear family was brought up in this episode. So, after seeing Goldie Delicious, they go to this other pony called Burnt Oak, which was apparently a friend of their dad's. So after talking a little bit about their friendship, we see that he eventually caused an accident with the pears. And this happened. Yeah, broken silo. So he comes out of the bushes and admits they knocked down this silo. And that's actually pretty impressive considering the love stories MLP has gone through.
Well, you owe me a new silo, boy. And you come with me. No daughter of mine is going to make goo-goo eyes at an apple.
Okay, let's talk about this feud. Admittedly, while the hatred feels genuine, the context or setup to the feud seems either forced or unreasonable. I mean, it all comes down to who has the better food, or who has the better market, or who has the better farm. And I get that that happens sometimes, but I just don't see it happening in this type of story. But that's all I got. Maybe if they were working together and they were betrayed by each other, I'd buy this, but the hatred, yeah, I'm pretty sure it'd be okay if it weren't for the setup. So, yeah, that hatred towards each other, it feels genuine, it feels real, regardless of the setup being, forced or something.
Your dad worked the apple farm all day and then headed over to the pears on his breaks to fix the water silo. I didn't see him for weeks. Not that he minded. Gave him a chance to get to know your mom.
Did you know our mom, too?
Buttercup was a real peach of a pear. But if you want to know more about her, you should ask Mrs. Cake.
Can I just say something? What is up with the food families in this show? You have cherries, you have oranges, you have pears, you have cakes, you have apples. What other food families are there? Yes, bright idea. I hear you making a food pyramid pun in the comments right now. So now we cut to Mrs. Cake to tell the story. And by the way, we find out her maiden name in this episode. I'm not kidding. So one day she delivers a surprise cake, but she sees the two interacting. It's at this point where I feel like the two's interactions start to make more chemistry and the love becomes more genuine. It's really starting to shine at this point.
Please hate each other.
I can't help it. We just sorta happened.
Then Pear Butter told me the sweetest love story I have ever heard.
Guys, this song is really, really emotional, and I think you'll love it, but yeah, I don't want to put this song in because Hasbro's going to probably copyright flag the video if I do, and screw them for blocking my video worldwide! So after seeing a train of emotions, which almost made me cry by the way, we continue.
Pears are moving.
Whoa, this just got serious, and I feel like I'm about to cry again.
So, that's it?
What do you want me to do, Bright Mac? We're moving. I love you, but I have to stay with my family.
Then Bright Mac did the most romantic thing I've ever seen any pony do.
Oh boy, what's it gonna be? Please don't botch this up or tug at my heartstrings too hard. So, after going to Mare, the story... Oh my god.
I don't want to be apart from you, ever. I'm not sure what we'll do, but I'm sure of us. So sure that I'd marry you today.
I would too. I think that's my cue.
Jeez, MLP, can you tug at my heartstrings a little harder, please? So Granny Smith and Grandpear come in and things just got even more and more serious.
Ma, Grandpear, Buttercup and I are in love.
What? And we'll be married as soon as Mare says... Oh, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Doesn't that feel nice?
What are you talking about, married? You two can't be married!
Finally, something we can agree on. Pear Butter, enough of this nonsense. We're moving. And you gotta stick with your family.
But the apples are my family now, too.
You can't be serious. Are you choosing to be an apple over being a pear?
Are you making me choose?
Yes, I am.
Then yeah, I guess I am.
Fine.
guys, I have nothing to say here, but it's everything that I expect in a love story. Something that the chemistry between the two main characters is excellent. Everything feels real, everything feels genuine, everything is just done so well. There's no part of the story that feels out of place. The MLP hit a right note with its love stories here. And yeah, there may have been a few flaws here and there, but they were just nitpicks. But I really love Applejack's parents in this story because it feels like they're really in love. It feels like the context, everything behind it just feels excellent, real, and it looks like MLP knew how to tell a love story for once after at least 4 failed attempts. So it reminds me of you, Element 4, my sweet Element 4. I wish that you were with me during this episode because it would have been great. We could have seen so much, and I know there are some issues out there, and I hope to one day see through it and they will be fixed. Because, Element 4, I truly love you. This may be random to put in the review, but I really think it's necessary considering it's from someone who has been in a relationship for a while. And I hope that you're watching this, Element 4, because I hope to one day see you in real life. I hope to love you, and I hope to show you who I am. I'm pretty sure I'm doing these things right now, but I just want to be the best. I love you, Rosie. And I'm pretty sure if you watch the rest of the episode, you know how it goes. Applejack, Big Mac, and Apple Bloom all make amends with Grand Pear and leaves the audience on a silent yet positive-filled, loving note. Also, when did I make that video about William Shatner being a brony like a year ago? Yeah, his role definitely paid off here. This was an excellent episode. Everyone felt at their best in this episode. The story was very emotional and very heartwarming. The chemistry between the two felt real, and the message behind it was something I really want everyone to see. And that little text I posted should make it more clear into context. So yeah, it's a perfect 10, perfect pair, and I hope you enjoyed this review, and thank you for watching.